Here it is. All right, y'all. What's good, Facebook? Oh, and YouTube. I'm putting this on the YouTube channel this time. Live chat, live stream there, so we're gonna see that. But hey, this is Sincerely Speaking. I am your boy Sincere. Y'all know who I am. Next to me, if you're looking at this, Sugar. What's going on, Sugar?
Hey now, hey now.
All right, next to Sugar is that brother Big B. B.
What it do? Hey, you got the feedback going on, so everybody check the.
Oh yeah, somebody. Ron Stanford, what's good with you?
Hey y'all, hey y'all.
All right, next up, Big Whitney. And last but not least, Rock Solid. What's going on, cuz?
What's going on, family?
All right, so if y'all want to go ahead and share, like we normally say, go ahead and get that knocked out real quick. Anybody else that's tuning in, if you can share it to your page so we can start getting this moving along. It is going to be on my personal page on Facebook, on Sincerely Speaking. If you're not following Sincerely Speaking on Facebook, please follow that. You can tune in. If you do miss the show live, you can always catch it on there and still comment and whatnot. And tonight is actually going to be on, it's a comment already. It's going to be on Sincerely Speaking as well. Ha. BJ said fat back Willie.
Oh wow.
Is that his name for you, Big B?
Yeah, that goes back to like 2000 and like I think what 9, 10 or something like that. So yeah, that's the only person that can get away with calling me that. So there's history.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. So yeah, like I was saying, if you can follow Sincerely Speaking on Facebook, and also soon, once I really start pushing it out, Sincerely Speaking on YouTube as well. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in and get some topics going and started, and we're gonna try to have some fun like normal. So first up, let's see. Let's start with something controversial, just because. Since y'all say it's controversial. In 2023, who is the catch, men or women? So who is the better catch in 2023?
Big Wig, go ahead.
Why I gotta start?
Yeah, it's going down. Go ahead. Go ahead and pop that off.
I gotta think on it. I'm not gonna speak before I think on this one. So go to somebody else.
She deferred, Sharonda.
Oh wow, really?
She used the lifeline.
What y'all scared of?
I'm a phone a friend. Sharonda.
She phoning a friend.
Y'all scared to say?
Okay.
Just speak your mind. There's no right or wrong answer.
Okay,
Here.
let me think. No, it's right or wrong. You know this internet is crucial, man.
Let me think for real.
I would say this. I will say that. See, now they got they got my hands tied behind my back. Oh, I talk, but honestly, what I will say is this: is that Cooch ain't as valued as it used to be. Like back in the day, you know, dudes was singing about getting the cooch, and dudes was, you know, like it was, they had their partners singing with them, like it was a real deal. Men were real deal trying to get women at some point, and I think that ain't the thing no more. And I think that now, because you have so many, you know, you have a lot of women who try to stay within their race. So, you know, when you kind of dating in the Black community, you got to deal with, you know, you have men that are, you know what the ratio is, women to men. So to be honest, I think that me just would be being honest with myself. I think that men are kind of like, men are starting to kind of take the role of who got more control of the time, if you ask me. Like, that's just being honest, if I'm gonna be honest, like, because, you know, women, is he who finds a wife. You know what I'm saying? So a woman is trying to put herself to be chosen. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a buyer's market.
right.
I'm about to say it with some confidence, Ron. Say it, men in 2023.
Say what you mean. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be getting attacked. But yeah, but honestly, I think that men are the bigger catch now because, like I said, you have fewer men left available. And so the women who are available, a lot of times you catch one man to 5 women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I would genuinely say I think that men are kind of more catch. Now, overall, that's my opinion. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Ron, just a heads up. Somebody said they couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if you're holding your phone, right?
Right.
Okay.
Do I got my hand on the mic?
You probably do sometimes because you were I could still hear you, but you were kind of getting quiet at times. So you probably do what I normally do. Just watch your finger on the mic because you're kind of somewhat muffling yourself a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah. So let's see. I mean, I'll just go because I mean it's not like I'm free in 2023. So I mean, what is my opinion?
You ain't gotta be free. We just talking about which one do you feel is a catch?
I mean, so, but I'm not out here to.
But really I'm saying, speaking hypotheticals. I mean, what do you think?
For me, I'm not out here to know who the catch is and who ain't. At the end of the day,
because you ain't catching.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't got nothing to do with catching, man. It's just your
observation. I think it's observation.
Well, right. I mean, even if you're looking at observation, I mean, to me,
he's still on the outside looking in.
Exactly. So to me, I still feel like, and it's been this way, even though Ron said that she feels as now men have the power. I feel like men always technically had the power. To be real, and I say that because at the end of the day, women have always outnumbered men. Men always had the choice. Now it's starting to be more highlighted now because men are not just falling for the okie doke. Where back in the day, a lot of women could just, like she said, cooch ain't valued like it used to be because it's everywhere. And people just throwing it out here everywhere. So now that men have more of a choice and they're taking that control back, I feel like it was always men really had that choice. Now, granted, nothing to take away from women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, any man would enjoy having multiple women knocking down their door trying to get caught, trying to present themselves, which women have been doing for a while. But I feel like men have always been the catch. It's just my opinion.
Big B, what's the deal, man? What's your thoughts on this, brother?
Ron, I think you and I have something in common. We like numbers. We like statistics, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say men right away, but I'm going to give you my reason why I'm going to say men. And the reason is you take 100 men and 100 women. When you look at our population, 100 men, 100 women, how many of the men are in jail? How many of the men have been killed? How many of the men are in the alphabet community? Look how many men are left over. Look how many good men are left over. Look how many qualified men are left over. We ain't even got to the women's side yet, but we know it's far more women than it is men, right?
Right.
That's your answer. And those are just in the numbers.
Yeah, well, hey, what he said. What he said. I mean, I just feel like when it comes down to it, when you look at the numbers, statistics, and you look at, see, my thing is with women, I feel like for years women have had this thing where they were the catch, and I feel like in 2023, I feel like it's all like Sincere said. I feel like it's always been the man. I just feel like women give unqualified men positions in their life. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at qualified men, and like B said, looking at the numbers statistically, y'all outnumber us. It's a small percentage of good qualified men, and then you take that number down even more for the ones who actually want to be husbands and want to be in a committed relationship. You get what I'm saying? So that number drops down even more. So when you look at it from that standpoint, ladies, finding you a good man, keeping him, it ain't enough just to find a good man. You have to actually keep him. You get what I'm saying? And if you think that thing between your legs is going to keep him, you got another thing coming. You got to find another form of connection to keep your man. You have to sustain him mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. It ain't just about what's in between your legs. I'm telling you, because it's just too many of y'all. And we have the options to look around. And I'm just being honest. Well, but I mean, if you look at from a women's standpoint, they got options too if they decide to deal with other women. But I mean, that's a whole but no, I'm not being funny. I'm just saying that's a whole nother what's the name. But statistically, you have to look at it. If you have a good man, and then you got to ask yourself, what is the definition of a good man? What are your parameters for
That's a different topic.
Yeah,
I
right.
know, right?
Just be jumping from topic to topic, boy.
Hey man, I got a good workout in. I got
Take it home, rock solid.
What you
Put that energy down. Put it down.
Sugar,
all right, damn, it's on you. It's on you. What do you think?
I mean, if we're going by statistics, you know, I believe that Big B.
Me and Big B. Is
I mean, y'all numbers, but if y'all want the hood side, let me go ahead and throw it on out there too. No, I'm gonna. You already know that's it right there. I just told you. What I'm saying is that I think it really depends on the individual. Sometimes I feel like I'm the catch. You feel me? He might feel like he the catch. I mean, it just really depends, I guess, on what you think your good qualities is, or what your opinion diverse to what your good qualities is. You're like, oh yeah, I got these good qualities. I'm the catch. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. This is kind of like it's a double-edged sword. It's because it's almost like you got men out here that's like to catch. You know what I'm saying? You got your 6-figure people and business men and out here and they doing their thing, and then you got other men that's out here working, got their own stuff. They a catch. You got women doing, you know what I'm saying, the same thing too. So guess what? They a catch too. So I guess it just basically go off of what you want, your qualities, and what you know what I'm saying, where you want to go with it. I feel like I'm the catch. Some other people might beg to differ. You feel me? I mean, it just depends on what you like and what your preferences and stuff is. Really and truly, you probably shouldn't ask me though, because I'm coming from a one side.
Can we all agree that two good people can be the catch for each other?
That's a fact.
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
But then you also got to throw in why is it so hard for two good people to get together and actually stay together and sustain not even just a marriage, just a relationship. It's hard to even sustain a relationship these days.
Because somebody wasn't good.
I don't think it would be hard if you got two good people that actually want to be in that relationship. I don't think it would be hard in that sense.
In this society, it is gonna be hard because you got people. Shut up with you got like B said in social media. Like good people don't really end up together because okay, hold on. So I heard a thing today, right? And the girl said, a lot of good people don't stay together because they don't feel the butterflies. And it's like, okay, I understand the butterflies. When you hold on, listen. When you meet somebody, you're like, oh yeah, I got these butterflies in my stomach. This is a honeypomb face. Oh, I love her. I love her. Wooty woos, name is there. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there. But the butterflies really is meaning for you. You're about to go back through the same situation that you went through before. The butterflies is basically a warning because they say usually if you don't feel the butterflies, this is something that you have not yet been through. This is something that you probably are going to need in your life to go ahead and go to that next level. And it's just kind of like, it kind of hit home for me because it's like, yeah, I get the butterflies, and guess what? I'm getting dogged out, cheated on, that took my money, ran off. You feel me? Some type of stupid stuff. I'm just being, y'all know we on this journey together. So I'm just being honest. So,
right.
But and then I have had the ones that I didn't catch the butterflies, and guess what? I'd be like, man, he boring as hell. Golly, it was something that I wasn't used to, the trauma that I was going through.
So
see what I'm saying?
So are you relating butterflies to a spark? Is that what I'm getting?
I'm relating butterflies to a warning. I'm relating butterflies to, you might have the butterflies like down the line from like, oh, okay, yeah, we are prospering, we getting it, we doing that. Okay, now I'm attracted to him, or now I'm attracted to her. Because sometimes people get together, they're not all the way attracted to each other. But then guess what? They prosperous in the long run. They been together for a long time, all kind of stuff. So it's just kind of like, it's just different for different people. Different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? How you take it, how you feel. Like I said, I feel like I'm the catch. Some niggas tell me she ain't the catch. She toxic. She's a narcissist. She manipulative. She yell a lot. You know what I'm saying? I get that. So
now
it is what it is. But guess what?
I guess the question is, are they telling the truth?
Now some things might be true and some things might be not. Okay.
But you know what?
But the show ain't about me.
And she said some things true and some things are not. Most women cannot acknowledge when they called out on they get defensive.
Hold on. You are what you attract. And I'm like, oh hell, ain't no way I'm a punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. You feel me? But I have learned that yes, I have some narcissistic traits. And guess what I attract? Narcissists. So I gotta change some traits about myself in order for me to stop attracting these narcissistic dudes that keep coming around. And I'm like, I don't get it, but I get it because I still have some narcissistic ways myself.
But then also you keep in mind too, one thing that you said is typically we go after what we're used to. And we try to say we try to say, oh nah, I'm gonna try something different, I'm gonna do something different, but the different may be something we're not used to, so we often reject it. We often put it off to the side. Put the good ones in the friend zone. You get what I'm saying? And once you in that friend zone, it's hard to come out that friend zone because you already done showed your hand, men and women. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, no, hey, I know for me, I definitely done put some good ones in the friend zone, and you sit back and you look at it like, dang. If you could go back,
I got different definitions of the friend zone. I've had fun with my friends in the friend zone.
Oh my God!
I'm saying what I'm saying is
true friends.
Yeah. We was good friends.
Yeah,
I said true friends, not good friends. True friends. That's a difference.
We were true too. Very true.
No. Not bumping your body parts together. That's not what we talking about.
But you could be now. Wait a minute. You could be good friends and true friends with somebody and sleep with them. It's very possible to do.
That's okay. That's not what I'm saying. But I think that Rock Solid was basically saying like he done friend zone, not touch.
Yes,
I know they have those too. Yeah,
but I'm just saying. That
I'm done.
I never been
when you're not used to something, we tend to reject it.
Fix your face, sugar. Fix your face.
Correct. That's right. I'm sorry. I was getting there.
Okay. Well, Whitney, did you even talk about this? I don't know if you did or didn't. If you didn't, if you don't want to, we can keep it moving.
She phoned a friend.
I'm not going to defer this time. Hush.
Okay.
I think it's men, as much as that hurt to say.
Why does it hurt you? Ma'am.
It hurts me because I'm a woman and I'm girl power all day. But
girl power.
If we gotta tell the truth, it's probably the men. It's way it's way more futures than it is Russells. So they really are the catch right now. It's too many of us, like you said, doing everything for the bare minimum. So they drowning us out. I mean, we drowning them out basically, so they can do whoever they want. But it's men. That's my answer. Let's get to the next question.
Somebody need to give Big Whitney a hug. Right now.
She said,
she need a shot of looking at drink she got. Oh, come on.
Nah, I feel it. Wait. I feel you. Okay, I feel it every time. You hear me? I got you, boo. Don't worry about it because I'm telling you.
I can't breathe.
Oh, boy. All right, since Roxanne already kind of alluded to this. I might as well just bring it up. So, in your opinion, what is your definition of a good man and a good woman? So we might as well just kind of jump in there. What makes a person a good man or a good woman?
I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
We started with Whitney and Sharonda earlier. So call me lame or whatever. I think a woman's character and a man's character defines who they are, how they go about their lives. I mean, we can go on and with our professional lives and stuff like that, come back to the house, turn on some trap music or whatnot, Sunday morning, be in church if you want to. That's your thing that you do. It's cool to do that. But you got to do it within reason as well too. Be reasonable, be realistic. I think last week I said, fostering a place of comfortable vulnerability in a relationship is very important. When you do that, not use that against each other. You got something powerful. You can do anything together. So to me, that's what a good man and a good woman is. I mean, money gonna come and go. You can do anything else together better than you can by yourself. So.
All right, Yams.
Yeah. I don't even think I want to answer this one because
why? We want to know the hood version.
We want you to be you. Go ahead.
That's your signature now.
Right.
You got to stay in your lane. You got to give us the hood version.
No, because if I sit up here and say, I like a dude to sit up here and carry a Glock. You know what I'm saying? He might not have a 9 to 5, but might be a 12 to 12. You feel me? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Big B. It's real out here.
I mean, if that's what
you
did say in your opinion, I mean,
I'm just look. Good man for me, it would have to just be somebody that's in tap with his emotions for me.
Okay. You like an
that has to be. I mean, you ain't got to cry. Or nothing like that. But ain't nothing wrong with crying. I done had a lot of men cry in front of me. I don't sit up here and bash them or nothing like that. I feel like that's a strong. Like you felt that comfortable to cry in front of me. Oh, but if we get an argument,
what they crying about?
I mean, I done had dudes cry about daddy problems. I done had a lot of black men come at me about being sexually molested, which is great. Like, yeah, and they be kind of about like, whoa, maybe we need to start addressing that more because we don't. Because
we need to make that.
You feel me? Yes. I've had men just come and just break down at the simple fact that they feel like they not a man or they not doing what they supposed to be doing. I don't know why people come to me. Somebody said I got a lane. I'm like, turn it out. I don't know what happens. You feel me? I'm just saying, like, I just want somebody tapped into his emotions. I want somebody to sit up here and be tapped into me. So, like, if you see, like, my face will tell you it all. Okay? I might not say a word. You like, you all right? I'm all right. Me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be like, hold on now, you lying. You feel me? Stop doing it. Now tell me or talk to me. Tell me what's wrong. And it'd be like, all right, okay. You know what I'm saying? I just want somebody like that. That's a good man to me. You ain't necessarily, I mean, I want you financially stable, but you know what I'm saying? I know that stuff happens. Like, like B said, money come and goes. You know what I'm saying? You just knowing that you making an effort doing that, then that's okay with me. Okay? I don't ask for a lot. I just ask sometimes for the bare minimum. Okay? But yeah, there you go.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go next since we kind of alternating and stuff. To me, I feel like, and I know, even though we say good, but I hear all the time when people reference real man, it always has to do with financials. But at the end of the day, I mean, like it's been said, money comes and goes. You never know what can happen. I mean, anybody can lose their job. A lot of people lost their jobs when COVID hit. I mean, and a lot of people had to bounce back from that. It all comes down to what you can do to make ends meet, hopefully on the legal side of things, but making sure you're taking care of home.
It don't matter.
I'm just saying, we don't want nobody going to jail now. That's why we got a problem with, there's a shortage of black men now. Sugar. We try to have more men out here.
I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna push you. Hold on, I'm gonna push you to sit up here like, all right, now you need to go ahead and go back to 9 to 5. But whatever I can do to go ahead and keep this money going, if I got to sit up here and put on mask, wig, you know what I'm saying? So deferred, taking different calls, different places. Let me know, because I'm helping you out. But we gonna get you back on this job. You feel me?
Silly. But yeah, I mean, I feel like even if you look at the definition of good, I mean, good is to be desired or approved of, so I feel like a lot of people everybody's going to have their own definition. Just trying to make sure you're available, in my opinion, is when it comes to being good to somebody. I mean, emotionally, financially, if needed, physically, definitely, that you're available, you're present. I mean, if somebody needs you, just like Sugar said, I mean, there's a lot of men that have a lot of pent up different things that they want to get out. Sometimes they don't feel right talking to their homeboy. Women should be open to allow their man to actually speak to them. So just being present, making sure that you're a listening ear, and basically being there for him and not judging him, feeling so he can actually come to you and feel like I can say whatever and there's no judgment. Same thing for women. Women should be able to come to their man, which most women can come to their man and say whatever they need to, whatever they need. But it comes down to a man just being good and actually just listening versus trying to resolve their issues, because some women come to men and don't need that, don't need it resolved. They just need somebody to listen. If they need your help, they'll tell you. But that's just my thoughts on what a good person, basically, in general, would be. Ron, Big Whitney, one of y'all want to jump in?
Ron, go ahead.
Y'all know me with this. I think that I agree. I think that for me, quote unquote, good man is just somebody who is there for your family, like by any means. Like you willing to do whatever it takes for your family, you know what I'm saying? Your woman, your kids, whatever. And that's what make you good. How, we all have our flaws. We all put our bad, but if you're good outweigh your bad, then, I mean, to me, you're a good person anyways. If you are considerate and you care about other people's feelings and how things you might do, the accountability that we talk about, all that kind of stuff, that's what makes you good to me personally. Like, money in itself isn't a thing to me, but how you care about your family. Like, are you willing to do whatever it takes to make sure your family's straight? So not necessarily the money per se, like, oh, he need to make this kind of money or he need to do this with the money, but just somebody who's selfless with his money, as far as you not just sitting up counting every dollar you put into your family or every little thing you do. You're not doing it in, you make face, or you're doing it because that's genuinely what's needed from you, from your family. So for me, just that alone, just, basically, like I said, you're good outweighing your bad, and you doing whatever it takes for your family makes you a good man to me.
All right, I'm gonna jump in there. I feel like in order for a woman to be considered a good woman and a man to be considered a good man, we got to validate each other. I can say I'm a good man all day, but if the women who I'm looking to be with or the woman that I'm with can't validate what I'm saying, it's kind of like I'm just talking. So you hear men say, women say, you hear men say, I'm sorry, I just got what's the name? Men and women say all the time that I'm a good man or I'm a good woman. Then my question to them is, well, what is a good man or what is a good woman? If you saying that you're a good woman based on because you get up and go to work, you good at managing your finances, you independent, you get up and you get it on your own. To me, that has nothing to do with being a good woman. You get what I'm saying? Because me as a man, I don't care about your money. And we don't care about y'all money. We don't care about y'all degrees. We don't care about none of that stuff. What we care
like
about.
degrees.
Well, I'm just saying for the most part. For the most part, men don't care about you know, money and all of that, because at the end of the day, if you're dealing with a decent solid man, he already knows when he is dealing with you that, and if it goes to that level, he may have to be a provider. But in 2023, it takes two incomes to really mesh together to survive and do the things that you want to do. So I just feel like when it comes down to being a good man and a good woman, we just got to validate each other. And it goes back to what is that individual's definition of a good man or a good woman. And if somebody doesn't fit the requirements, don't give them the position. That's just my opinion.
Okay. All right, Big Wit.
So what I was about to say is, it's basically just somebody who's emotionally sound, somebody who's or like financially sound, mentally sound, you know, all those things that will just, I don't know, morally sound. Just somebody who has, you know, good upbringing, good morals. They stand for something, you know, they think for themselves. I think that's what makes a man or a woman good. Just being true to you and always looking to improve, because nobody's perfect, but as long as you're striving to be better, I feel like that's a part of what makes you good.
Okay.
And be able to take accountability, men and women. You get what I'm saying? If somebody is saying you got issues as far as narcissism, your attitude, you know what I'm saying? Hey, be able to take that criticism and realize it's coming from a place of love. And especially if the person you're dealing with, be able to be real with each other. That's the problem. We can't be real with each other without nobody getting mad, because the moment I say something that you don't like, now you it's a tit for tat thing, and it shouldn't even be like that. And that's, if you really want the truth, that's what turns a lot of men off, because at the end of the day, you want me you want to be my only woman, but you don't want to actually be my piece. You don't want to make me feel vulnerable to open up, because when I open up to you and I tell you about yourself, now you mad. But you can tell me about myself all the time. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it just
sounds personal to you, Rock Solid.
I'm just saying.
It did.
Hey. Yeah. You gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying, take it, you know what I'm saying, and address it and change immediately.
Okay. Well, we did lose
Rhonda.
She coming back in.
No.
I don't know why that took me out, but go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna show the comment from Alyssa real quick on this, and then we're gonna move on. So she said a good person is a leader or has leader qualities, available emotionally, listens to, understand, open to improvement, being supportive, giving love that you want to receive in return, being a giver in all areas of humanity, but don't forget to set boundaries.
That's a great textbook.
That was a great one. Great one.
A great textbook.
Textbook, yeah. All right, so let's see. I need to let's see if I can spark this a little bit.
Yeah, we need some energy. Where the energy at? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, let's get some controversy going on.
Well, we did talk about this, so let's bring it up. So, why is it that women? Oh, hold on, my bad. I clicked on it too quick.
You took that off fast.
It was an accident. I got a touch screen. It went off real quick.
Okay.
So it says, why is it that women sexually objectify themselves and get upset at men's reactions? So,
ladies,
this was your question. So if you wanted, I know you had a scenario that you gave when you provided this earlier. So if you want to throw your scenario out there.
I don't even remember the scenario. I'm sorry, but
hold on.
Oh, MG.
Go ahead, put it up. Put it up.
Well, I won't be able to pull it up, but I can read it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay. So the example that you gave earlier was a woman wears a blouse or dress that shows 1/3 or more of her breast, curvature of her hips, and or her body, but then gets upset when men compliment or pays more attention to what she's showing off.
Self-explanatory. So how do you get mad when you're out here showing yourself off like that? Like, for example, us men, we go outside in gray sweatpants and our bulge is showing. You gonna look. You ladies are gonna look, right?
Hey,
Stop
I ain't
lying,
got
Yams. Stop lying, Yams. You gonna look.
I said I am.
Oh,
I said I am. Sometimes I don't even when a dude come approach me, I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking down. You feel me? Go ahead.
So how you get mad at
Really?
Head man in the club, at the gas station, in the gym, unfortunately, and all these other places we go to? If you out here, doggone, you showing it's for it to be seen.
And I got
BBLs for your ass to be, your tail to be seen. Implants for your breast to be seen.
Are you saying that we should wear like our clothes?
I'm not saying go full. What's the word? Oh my God.
Mormon?
No, I wasn't gonna say Mormon. I was actually gonna say
some people can't hide, and no matter what they put on.
Right.
Touche. But you know exactly what I mean, though, Whitney. Come on, I'm talking about explicitly showing it. Like right now, the three of you women are covered pretty decently, very nicely, but we can still see curvature. You're not trying to show it off. You just have it. It's going to happen. But there's a difference. You wearing a doggone shirt that's, the V comes down to below your freaking breast, or you wear a skirt that comes up above your cuff. Come on, man. Like, and you get mad at somebody for looking at it?
You got the see-through outfits and they got on the thong, and that's it. And it's a see-through net, fishnet outfit out in the public, and
then to make it even worse, you mad at how come you ain't finding no good men? Because we going elsewhere.
It's still a way
you showing off the goods already. You leave nothing to the imagination.
Right. I think that's what Whit just said. I think that's more what it is. I think that
just because she got that on doesn't mean you have to talk to her a certain type of way or approach her a certain type of way.
Right.
You can still lead with respect with no matter what she has on. If she's not the one for you because you don't like her outfit, then just move around.
Right.
That's what happens.
I agree.
You don't get a good man, and all men are this or that, et cetera, et cetera. No, we're not. We don't want to see that. We don't want to be around that. We don't want to take that home to mama.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't say they don't want to see it, because
we do want to see it, but
they want to.
We don't want to see it in public. We don't want to see it in public.
Yeah, they do.
So what you're saying is the only women, and I'm asking for clarification.
Your finger on
it. It ain't on it.
Oh,
is my mic just? Am I down?
No, well, you up now.
Maybe bring it a little closer.
I think that. So when you go after women, do you always date women who wear turtlenecks? And I know, and I'm asking. I'm not trying to be. I'm asking. Do you date when you see a woman out and you say she's nice looking or whatever the case may be, and you push up on a woman, or the only women that you push up on and take serious are women with turtlenecks and skirts down to their ankles?
No, again, like I said before, it's how you present yourself says a lot about you, Mark. And I think to a lot of men. So,
but she haven't even presented herself yet. The only thing you going off is her clothing, and you saying that you don't go after women.
That's a presentation. That's the
presentation.
What I'm saying is, if you don't go after women who wear turtlenecks to their neck and skirts to their ankles, then what is your, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is too much boob and not enough boob? Like where does the line? Like where? You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're not looking for the woman with the turtleneck and skirt to her ankles, then what's okay and what's not okay? I'm asking, like, for the men, like, what?
Got you.
Because you saying that basically that defines her as a woman, and whether she's take home the mama quality, or if you saying that determines a lot of things for this woman just by. So what is appropriate enough? Let's just go by shirt wise, boobage wise. What's too much boobage to be okay? You can't go home to mama, and what's enough boobage that I don't want you in a turtleneck? I want to see some titty meat.
let me say this. So
who died and made y'all the fashion police? Is all I want to know.
Well, now I don't. That's the thing. That's not the topic. So the
right
what's being brought up is about women being upset that they feel like men are, objectifying them, but they're dressing, basically objectifying themselves is what the topic was. So
that's not where he went with it, though. He went somewhere else with it. So I was addressing what he was saying.
Okay.
If you wear something and it's in competition with what we're going to see at Magic City, Strokers, and everything else, you know that already in the house. So why would you?
But I'm asking a specific question. What's enough boobage and what's too much and that's what I'm asking.
I think that's a loaded question to ask that. And I believe it's a lot of variables that go into that and what you want to attract, right? Because I can say conservative, right?
You specifically.
So
Ron on one. She calling you out, B. I'm messing with you. Go messing.
Again, like I said before, how you three women right now are dressed, at least from what I see from the waist up, is fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with a lot of things, but when it gets to a point where you cannot do nothing but pay attention to that woman's breasts, you can't even look her in the face and have a conversation with her. All you see is her breasts. That's my issue. And there's a difference between doing too much and it looks nice on you. There's a fine line.
Again, I'm not a man, so I'm asking the men. That's why I'm asking y'all.
Okay, so let me jump in there, B. All right. The question was, okay, throw the question back up there, man.
We ain't even on the question no more.
But
I want to know what you feel is too much. What's too much?
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't the fashion police, but I'm just saying that a woman should, if you want respect, you got to demand respect. And what I mean by that is a man needs to carry himself with some type of respect in a certain way that he carries himself as well. Because whether we want to admit it or not, when we first see somebody that we don't know, we already running doing our perception of them based off what they wearing, how if they clean, if they clean shaven, their hair done, their nails done, their shoes leaning. We're doing an inventory check of that when we first meet people. So if I see a woman and got her breast out, her behind out, and all of that, that tells me at the end of the day, how do you get upset when a man steps to you and comes at you with the way that you're dressed? My thing is, I'm with Whit when she says that at the end of the day, everybody deserves respect. But don't complain about the outcome, and this is how you're carrying yourself.
Well, I feel like the women that carry themselves like that, they don't care that much because they keep doing it. So obviously the opinion of y'all or whoever got something to say, they don't care about, because to them, they look good. So the people who carry themselves like that, they obviously don't care.
But I know we all could go down our Facebook, what's the name, and you see those women who supposedly don't care, because one week they talking about, I don't give a damn, hot girl summer, this, that, and the third. But then what happened? They wind up.
That's fake news. That's fake news. Because if they care, they wouldn't wear it. Because classy women or people who like to carry themselves in a classy way, it's a classy way that I'm gonna show my boobs. I'm not gonna always have on a turtleneck like this, but some shirts might be low cut, but it's still gonna be in a classy way. Like I'm still gonna get some type of classy. I don't know. It's gonna be classy when I put it on. It's not gonna be trashy at all. You're never gonna think that you can come and be like, "What's up, bitch?" Like let's tonight. Nobody's gonna ever feel like
my favorite turn on line.
Wow.
But to what you said, it's a way that you carry yourself. You can pull off the look, but not expose. Leave something to the imagination. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing. Leave something to the imagination. Don't just go out here putting everything out. I done seen chicks with the see-through bra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just like put a little splash in there. Like if I got a lot of boob out, I'm probably gonna cover my whole legs. Or if I got a lot of leg out, I might do it with a turtleneck or something. It's like it's just ways that
It's
you
ways
can
to pull off
carry
the look.
yourself and
I'll kill him
present
with
it
the turtleneck.
to where
But I
you
think
still
it's
get
still
that
hard.
respect.
I totally agree because I'm not a person that shows off a lot. I'm just if I don't capture you from my smile or my face, then I probably ain't gonna get you. But like we said, there's some days that I might be out and I might want to show a little cleavage just a little bit. And I don't think that me personally, anybody who know me knows that I don't carry myself in that way. But you still have some men who are just tasteless. Like I don't think that is necessarily
Yeah, that
if women carry themselves. Some men are just tasteless and disrespectful. So I don't think it's always how the woman carries herself and in the whether she's being classy or trashy or whatever. Because like I said, there's been some times where I might just have a little titty meat just a little bit on the top, and because they might not be used to that, they might have a say so, yeah, damn, you got this, and
them ain't the good men though. Them ain't the good
Exactly.
men. So we don't even really
no,
care about them. Them
I've
ain't even
had
the good
some
ones.
good men even say, I've had some good men address it. Like that's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's necessary exactly the way that the woman. Sometimes, don't get me wrong. Let me make this clear. There's some shit that women wear, some stuff that women wear where I be like, really,
Sure.
and then you tugging on it and you pulling it all night. So let me make that clear. I get what you're saying on as far as that part of it. I get that. But what I'm saying is that there are some people who, no matter what you put on, are gonna look at it, still see you as a sexual object. Period.
Of course.
Who are just that way, who their mind is that way. So yes, some women get kind of out of control with what they put on, but some men are just honestly just creepers. Like true.
Call them a creeper.
But we gotta stay. But we have to stay on the topic of women objectifying themselves, and then on the flip side, coming back and saying, "Why are men coming at me like this?" That was the topic.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going with the topic. What I'm saying is that there's sometimes that I wear a shirt that's low cut. I'm not trying to objectify myself in the sense of like I'm trying to be all like. But I just think this top is cute. Yeah, it might got a little titty meat or whatever, but I ain't trying to be. I ain't trying to be. So I am on top. I'm saying the same thing.
All right, so let me ask you this, Ron, since you asked Big B a direct question. If you was in a relationship with just say Big B, right, and y'all was getting dressed and y'all was finna go out for the night, and he said, you know what, I don't like what you wearing because it's showing too much titty meat. Would you change your shirt?
Definitely, because speaking on me personally, I don't wear a lot of short shit and low shit. That ain't my thing. That's not my style. So I'm totally being devil's advocate here because I don't even wear that kind of stuff often. That's not my style. You can go down my picture. I'm like I said, I might show a little titty meat every now and then, but that ain't my thing. So I'm saying that yes, if I was with somebody and they said that, babe, that skirt a little too short, or whatever the case may be, but 9 times out of 10 it ain't gonna be the case because I don't wear stuff like that. So.
And really, like you said, you're not going to objectify yourself. The subject was those who do objectify themselves, those who go over and beyond, those who go out with their secret to the club. That was the key.
Like we said, though, some women who do that genuinely don't care. So I think that they know the women who go to that extent. I don't think that they genuinely are like, hold on, why you looking at my butt? Like, I think they like look at my butt.
Some people do be fake mad. Sometimes
they be on that.
To say something, share something, don't even really stand on that. It just sounded good. So the people that's really sharing stuff like, why would you objectify me and still wearing fishnet everything? Right. I ain't even paying them no attention because you ain't talking. That's fake news because we see what you wear.
Right.
So I don't know.
So I got a question for you ladies. So I've had this conversation with, and I mean, the men can answer as well. So it's kind of, since we're talking about the whole dressing sexy and so on and so forth. So when women are dressing in this type of manner or any type of manner and whatnot like this, do y'all think, or for yourselves, do y'all dress that way for yourself, or do you dress that way for attention?
Attention.
That was good.
Big whip with the truth.
I love the honesty.
That's
attention.
I can respect that.
That's why I say that they don't really care, because they really like that attention. They just want to say something because it sounded good. They really want the attention.
It's because the wrong person giving them attention. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Probably.
It's not the one popping bottles that's giving the attention. It's the broke
probably. You're absolutely correct.
Don't have to wear fishnet everything to get noticed. Some people can wear a whole turtleneck and some jeans and still get picked over the person in the fishnet, everything.
Absolutely.
So
wow. Absolutely.
Oh, I got another question. Something I thought. So I'm just having fun with this. So since we're still talking about clothes, do y'all ever, because I see it quite a bit, and when women are out and y'all dress relaxed, like, you know, for the most part, y'all kind of relaxed, covered up, sweats, whatnot, you know what I'm saying, y'all out. If a man gives you a compliment, why is it that it seems like women struggle to accept that compliment when they're not overly sexually dressed or whatever the case may be? Because I hear this and I see it all the time, that women have an issue with just accepting that compliment when they're not, in their eyes, at their best.
You said it yourself. If we don't feel beautiful, we find it hard to believe that you do.
Right.
But I guess my question is, why? Because if a man is telling you that you are beautiful and they're complimenting you when you're not at, in your eyes, your best, that should be the best compliment that you've received, because he sees your potential. Because let's be real, a man he's around you at all times, not when you're trying to glam up and look good for him. He trying to, you know, if he's trying to be in a relationship, he's trying to see what you look like with crust in your eyes when your breath stink in the morning, because nobody wake up with good smelling breath, you know.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
You got me messed up. I suck a mint at night, baby.
Did you say you suck a mint at night?
Hey, I was raised by my grandmother, and one thing you did was iron your pajamas and put a mint in your mouth. Because if you die at night, your breath don't smell good and you got on clean drawers. You feel me? And that's just something I had to grow up with.
Oh,
dang, that's some Tennessee right there.
You can choke on it.
Oh, wow.
Y'all, wow.
Okay, first of all, don't take it too far, because you know you're going to suck the mint before you go to sleep. Actually, it's kind of soothing. It's my little regimen, you feel me? It's just something I had to grow up on. It is what it is, okay? When I die, guess what? When they go to smell my breath, like, she had some good smelling breath with her dead ass. You feel me?
That's gonna be the last thing on their mind.
Yeah.
In that autopsy room, the doctor got to be down and close. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
All right, y'all. What's the next topic?
Let's see. All right, let's just jump to this one. How do we bridge the gap between Black men and women? And before we get to that, let me see. I think I had a comment come through. Yeah. Real quick, that was just on the last one. So Kenya responded that women are insecure. All right. So who want to jump on that topic? I'll let y'all run with that, since that was something y'all was excited about.
Let's start with Yams.
I ain't jumping on the last comment. Now you want to put me in on this one. I don't know how we gonna bridge this gap. You feel me? Like I said, people working through some of their trauma still. Everybody just need to go ahead and work through what you need to work through, so that you can go ahead and try to get that person that you need to go ahead and be with. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you like this, and I don't mean to jump back, but if I'm dressing like a hooker, that's what I'm going to go be, a prostitute. Okay, baby? That's what we doing. And then how we gonna bridge this gap? I don't know. Because I don't know. I got stuff that I'm still working through so that I can try to find that right person. But I got to be that right person in order to find that right person. Or my right person might have got swallowed. I don't know what's going on in life right now. So I'm here. You feel me?
Wow.
I'm bridging something.
Wow. Wow.
Something is being bridged, and when it's time for me to cross the bridge, we gonna go there and see who over there.
He
Yeah.
said they might have got swallowed. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll jump in because I don't have a whole lot to say about it, but I think that,
Hey, sincere.
yeah.
Is it another way to watch? Because I got people hitting me up who don't have a Facebook page. Is there?
Only other opportunity that they can go on YouTube and have them type in "sincerely speaking" on there. Just make sure they spell it right, and they should be able to find it. It's on there.
Okay.
But before I was interrupted,
Hey,
Rude
I'm trying.
boy,
I'm trying to.
interrupted.
Hey,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think the biggest thing, and this is just overall, but I know for us in the Black community, we need to stop looking at the opposite sex as the enemy. That's our biggest problem. The discussions of, questions of, are men making women more masculine because they having to take care of this, that, and the other? No, they're just adults and they're growing up and they taking care of business like they're supposed to. But we have to figure out a way to get back to trusting each other. There's a lot of, there's a lack of trust in the Black community, in between men and women. There's a lack of love. There's a lack of support. There's a lack of respect, which is a big thing. There's too many people that feel like they can disrespect the opposite sex in the Black community. The mouths and so on and so forth. It just seems like a lot of people just need to take a step back and really, really, truly think what they need to do, like fix your attitude. I mean, there's a lot of self-reflection that we need to really look at ourselves when we're in these relationships, because we're tearing down we're basically causing the division ourselves. Besides, we always want to blame it on like folks say, the white man or whatever the case may be. But I mean, let's be real, it's us. I mean, somebody can tell you whatever, but just because somebody tells you something don't mean you got to run with it. And unfortunately, we're running with a lot of these things, and we're living some of these things, that these stereotypes that we have, unfortunately, and it's causing an even bigger division between us. I mean, we don't really support each other. It's a low rate of black men and women supporting each other in a relationship, period. So that's just my thoughts.
And just to piggyback on that, hold on real quick. Just to piggyback on that, I like the quit, like he said, it's the white man fault. Like, I just hate the fact that people say, "Oh well, we hate on each other because we go back to separation, back to slavery." Okay, look, we passed slavery, so what we gonna do to fix it?
Yeah.
What we gonna do to make it better so that we can go ahead and start, celebrate each other and being able to go ahead and support each other. So I don't like that comment. I'm glad you brought that up though.
Okay.
It's your boy Rock Solid, man. I'm gonna try to keep this short. I ain't gonna give y'all no speech. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like
he finna preach.
But I definitely think to bridge the gap between Black men and women, it got to first start with the individual. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Yam said, at the end of the day, it's a lot of healing, a lot of therapy, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of accountability that's going to need to be taken on men and women. And then a lot of times we have the power to create heaven and hell. So we be dealing with people who then already should have been out of our lives, but we keep them there with hopes because of that word that Sincere said, potential. Looking at somebody's potential will have you looking crazy because it'll have you stagnant for years, and that person never lives up to that potential that you see in them. So for now, it's just like, for me, where I'm at, I got to see you for who you are. Forget the potential. At the end of the day, I'm not here to, you should already be on trying to be a better version of yourself. So if I can come into your life and tell you, you know what, you should do things like this, understand this is coming from a place of love and being real, because I want you to hold me accountable. I want you to tell me about myself. So until we can sit down and have these uncomfortable conversations, like what we having on this show, sincerely speaking, I feel like we have to start having these uncomfortable conversations and having a round table, per se, sitting down and being real and asking the black woman, what are your issues? What are some things that you done went through? What are some things that black men have let you down with? And then in turn, us as black men have to listen to understand and not just respond, and vice versa. The black woman have to understand. Stop with the attitude. Stop with the materialistic. Stop with the independent mindset. You get what I'm saying? And we have to start loving one another, preaching, teaching, and healing one another. That's what I think is necessary and needed to repair the relationship, because there's so much trauma and so much damage that has been done. But the stuff that we couldn't control, but the stuff that we can control, we became volunteers to, thinking that somebody was going to change, thinking things was going to get better, instead of seeing them for who they are and moving around.
Well, let's have the conversation. Maybe our next episode can be us saying what a black man has let us down, some examples, and then y'all can go and say what black women have let y'all down on, and then we can kind of talk through it. What y'all think?
Hey,
we can do that.
That'll be
I got a lot, baby. I got a lot.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That will definitely be a great conversation. But I really think if we really are truly focused on becoming the best version of ourselves for not only us, but for each other and for our children, it's necessary. We got to start having these real conversations. Like Ron, I follow her on Instagram and Facebook. She posts a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? Great things as far as that are great topics that need to be discussed between the black man and the black woman. But now we looking at each other like the enemy. I'm pointing the finger at you, you pointing the finger at me, you emotional, I'm emotional. So now it's F you, this, that, and the third, and all men are dogs and all women is this. We got to stop with that language first and foremost when we addressing each other. I call women queens because I recognize who you are even when you don't.
Take us home, Rock Solid. Take us home.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, that's really what it got to get. The healing got to start. Being real.
Well, we can start it. Let's start the conversation, and then people going to follow.
It's necessary. But then we can't just talk about it. We got to actually do it. And we got to have a representation that people can look to, like, dang, okay, I saw Big B and Big Wit. They got together, they started talking about the trauma, and now they are a successful couple that we can look to.
Speaking into existence.
I'm just saying. You get what look at. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out anybody, but I'm just saying that we got to start being real with ourselves and stop allowing the social media and just society's likes or dislikes be pushed on us, because a lot of people feel like they got a lot of options and they fumble. Like we talk about fumbling the bag, they fumble good people.
Mm-hmm.
They fumble good people, and then you looking crazy like, damn, if I would just put in the work and did what this person asked me to do, I would be so much better off. But because you wanted to hop out there and you thought the grass was greener,
you thought the grass was greener.
Now you done call bodies, and now you ain't got nobody.
Now you still struggling, but you was winning when you was with me. But
right,
my bad. That's a little personal. My bad.
Okay, wait.
But I definitely think we got to start having these conversations, and I feel like platforms like this. So anytime that any of us is on platforms like this, we got to start talking about it, because if we don't start talking about healing ourselves as black men and black women, we're gonna continue to be the laughing stock. We're gonna continue to be mocked. We're going to continue to be shot down in the street because we don't band together until something happens close to us. We when it hit home, that's when everybody want to be up in arms. No, we need to be up in arms when anything happens. Man, we got to start protecting our women, but our women have to understand that, stop looking at submission as you less than or you below me. Nah, submission ain't got nothing to do with that. If you got a good man in your life who's actually a protector, a provider, who prays for you, who's going to submit to you. At the end of the day, behind every good man is a good woman. We got to start being real with ourselves. And behind every good woman is a good man. Understand and identify the roles.
Ain't nobody behind me.
Hey.
I bet your wife better get in them comments. You better chill out.
But I'm just saying, man, we got to start being real with each other and stop getting emotional and letting our emotions override our logic. Because the logic goes out the window when emotions get involved. That's why, whether it's a man or a woman, I cannot have a conversation with an emotional person. I would just say, you know what, we'll talk about this later. Hey, bro, I'll get back with you. Hey, queen, I'll get back with you. Because all logic goes out the window when somebody is offended. Because now it's about defending your position when it ain't like that. Why are you being opposing force to me? Why are you the opposition? I'm not the opposition. I'm telling you this to lead you the right way. I understand that you're not used to this, but I'm telling you something real. It ain't cool to just have a bad attitude. It's okay to be soft, to be gentle, to be nurturing. That's what God made a woman to be. Don't let the world tell you anything else. You don't get no reward for being independent. You don't get no reward for being alone by doing it by yourself. It's better when you got somebody who got you.
You better preach.
I'm done preaching.
Take us home.
No, I'm done.
I told you. All right, everybody rise in the congregation, baby.
Okay.
He said he
I
wasn't
told
too long,
you.
man.
My bad.
Okay.
V, you got anything, man?
What was the question again?
It was
How we gonna bridge this gap?
Bridging the gap. So, first off,
V said Rock Solid was talking so long, I forgot.
Yeah, I did. You can't really follow up on that, man. Rock hit a lot of different points on that one topic and a lot of different subcategories, in my opinion. If anything, the only thing I would want to add to that, Rock, if you allow me to, is let's get rid of the superficial stuff. Let's stop trying to be like Jay and Beyonce, like whomever else, regardless of how toxic or how successful their relationship is. Whatever me and Whitney decide we want to do, if we're in a relationship together, that's between her and I. We got to figure that out. I'm trying to speak into this.
Look at it. I like this.
All she got to do is give me the green light. Now I'm playing. Anyway.
Look, you blushing. Look at it.
Hey, look, B, if you want to come to the city, man, I got an extra room you can stay in, my guy.
Good to go. But nevertheless, though, if we can stop looking at the superficial stuff, we will be so much more successful. And that, what you said earlier, Whitney, on some realness, I think that would be a very good topic for another episode because, in my opinion, we can go back to the crack epidemic and start there and how we got separated. Because everybody else know that a black man and a black woman together, we are powerful. Can't nobody stop us. Physically, mentally, we've created the society we live in right now, but no one's giving us our freaking just due to what we've already done. So that's it for me.
Okay. I don't recall. Did everybody talk on this as of yet?
Yep.
Waiting on Sherrod.
Hey, we got some comments. Let's go.
Let's see. Okay, hold on. So to go through, let's see. Patricia said all that.
That's my auntie.
Okay. Natasha said, "Come on, sir." I'm sure she was talking about Rock when he was preaching. Patricia said, "Continuous cycle." Got some exclamation marks from Tasha. And Vaughn said, "Or stop being jealous of our mates."
Hey,
that's
right
real. A big one. That's a big one.
That's real.
That's real serious. Real serious.
Which is crazy to me. How do you be jealous of your mate? Like at the end of the day, it's about knowing your position. If it's about you and the light is on you, I'm gonna be right there, saluting you. It's a good look for me.
And look, I don't have a problem being a stay-at-home dad.
No, I don't know about all that. I can't.
I don't have a problem with it. If wifey was bringing
in for work,
I could stay at home.
Look, you went back to that housekeeper song.
It ain't got nothing. Even if my queen was making more money than me, I just couldn't see myself just chilling and not doing anything.
Hey, I'm gonna go join the 2K league and make some money on the side and play video games. Okay.
But hey, at the same time, Rock, that don't mean you can't.
I like
that don't mean that you can't do something. I mean,
No, I know that. I know.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just speaking for me personally.
I got you.
You know, I'm a hustler. I'm gonna go out and get it.
I'm still gonna get it. All right, so Killian said conversations of healing don't happen because through conversing about how the trauma occurred, it is often uncovered how the individual really caused or allowed the trauma themselves. Accountability isn't something on the menu or desired to be worked on, so that is off the table. Also, if they work on the healing, they have nothing to use for pity if they are a narcissistic or manipulative person. Man, that's true.
Like that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And Vaughn came back and said,
spot
I think it's personality jealousy
Jealousy.
for the most part. Okay.
on. Okay.
All right. Killian out here dropping knowledge. I see.
Jewels. Straight
Hey.
jewels.
She definitely gonna be a part of the you know, wine and unwind. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron, did you have anything or no?
How we
No,
crazy
I don't
with it?
have more than what everybody else said because basically that is where it comes from. It just comes from basically healing and accountability. Like that's just honestly the main. Like you can't go too much more in depth than that. It's gonna take healing and accountability. Like we all have to just be accountable for our own stuff and what role we play in it, and don't be pointing the finger because like Cam said, that's what happens a lot. Of everybody want to point the finger. Well, you did this and y'all did this and women do this and men do that. And then you get so wrapped up in that because now everybody defending themselves that the real issues not being handled all over again because now you spending more time trying to defend yourself.
You're deflecting.
Yeah. Deflecting or defending, I think that because I think sometimes that some stuff is said, and me as a woman who may not be in that personal position, like we talked a couple weeks ago, that where all the women on the panel was saying we are accountable women. We've been, so I don't think it's always deflecting. I think sometimes it's just honestly a defense thing where you just saying, whoa, I can't speak from that part because I don't stand on that side. I stand on this side. So it's not always deflecting. Sometimes it's honestly just defending. And so, but even that, we have to get out of that mind frame. You just have to be able to listen to another person. Like you said, the conversation's got to be had. And when the conversations are had, you have to listen, not listen to respond. And as long as you listening to listen and feel where somebody coming from to honestly make a change, then that's when the change gonna come.
Yeah. It's on you, girl.
Oh, it's on me. I had already said, look, I can't give you. I already had talked and said, I can't help y'all on this one because I'm bridging my own gaps. You feel me?
She talked before you started preaching.
Hey, man, I ain't preaching, man. Hey, I'm just.
He forgot. His sermon was so long. He forgot.
Girl, who was that? Let my phone fall.
Let the church say. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, have Jesus. I'm ready to go home.
But came back and said, or defending their egos. And then Killian said, Solid made a really good point earlier in him saying that people need to start listening to understand and not just respond and be defensive. As individuals, we have to learn how to feed babies from another person's perception. Okay.
All day. Salute.
Or take the baby back.
So I guess we moving on. So let's see. What's this? I just clicked on something. Why is it acceptable for a woman to have standards, but a man, according to women, is shallow for having standards? Yeah, Sugar laugh. Sugar know what it is. What is it, Sugar?
Give us an example.
Oh, levels. I feel like we both should have standards. As a man, I feel like if you don't have any standards, you nasty. You feel me? Like, you're not my type. You telling me like I can get with you, we okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I like him a lot. Then tomorrow, because you ain't got no standards, you over there with Becky Sue with the good hair, and now we got a problem. You feel me? You should have standards. I got to have standards. First of all, sir. First of all, that's a whole nother subject. Okay, that's when Sugar Yams go ahead and go into Stacia. Okay. It's a whole nother topic, baby.
You light skin, so you had a Becky Sue in your past, okay?
First of all, it ain't enough percentage. Thank you. You feel me? So we just gonna swipe it on off the board. You feel me? Swiping this way. All right. It ain't enough. The hell? You're not gonna put that. You're not gonna put that on me. But yeah, I feel like women that feel like men are shallow for having standards is because she mad because she couldn't get with that dude because his standards said that, hey, you ain't fit. You feel me?
That's it.
So that's the only reason why she talking about, oh girl, I wouldn't talk
And
to
she ain't
him.
fit to say
Girl, you ain't fit to talk to him. That's why he said you couldn't get with him.
He
You
too
feel
good for
me?
you.
Right. So that's the only reason why these shallow biatches, my mama used to say biatches. That's why they upset. But I feel like everybody should have standards. You should be able to say that's not my type. And I feel like if you don't have standards, you can say, oh yeah, I can mess with anybody. Ew. You know what I'm saying? You too open for me. That's just ew. You what? Ew. Anybody? Anybody. You told me the crackhead on third? What? Baby.
Not the crackhead on third. So.
Right?
And this is a funny situation because I know back in the day for me, I wouldn't date women with kids. It was just something I didn't want to do.
And you didn't have to.
You're right. But I was dogged out about not doing it. I mean, at the time, I didn't have kids, so I wanted to be free.
And I don't suggest that you date a woman with kids. I never suggest to do that. If you don't have kids, you do not date a woman with kids. Yeah. Sorry, that's just me.
I had one woman. Himself. I've dealt with women with kids, but I've never tried to specifically get in a relationship with one.
Do the stepdaddy.
To clarify,
He
it was probably only one in my
8:30 bedtime. Yeah.
Probably when they go to sleep.
8:30. 8:45. Be at the door. You feel me?
Y'all silly, but yeah, it was a lot of women that, and I was talking to because I was around my auntie at the time and some of her older friends. They was I think 9 years older than me, some of them, but they were basically telling me I was wrong for not wanting to date somebody with kids. I was under 30 at the time, so I'm just trying to have fun and meet somebody. And because my thing always has been, I did not want kids before marriage. That was something that I've had since high school. That was something that I try to stick with to this day. I don't have any unless there's one in Puerto Rico. We ain't gonna talk about that. But outside of that, I'm just saying.
Gonna just slip that in. He just ain't gonna slip that in. We gonna talk about that.
we ain't gotta talk about that. I ain't never been to Puerto Rico. Okay, let me just clarify that too. I never been to Puerto Rico.
Oh,
there might be a kid out there that might look like me in Puerto Rico potentially. I don't know.
All right.
So if y'all see me on Maury, don't judge me. Okay, don't judge.
Okay. All right.
Anybody else comment?
I think they pretty much hit it on the head. If women have a problem with a man's preference, I think they just might feel some type of way based on them not being able to live to the preference. And that can go the other way for a woman to have a preference, and a man may feel a certain type of way because he may not fit the preference. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like it can go both ways. But my thing is, I've seen women that have a preference, and that preference don't want them back, and they still got that preference. So it's just like, yo, you got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, you got to get some self-esteem about yourself. Move around.
Got to.
It's somebody in my inbox right now that's mad because I just was like, he don't meet the requirements. And so I'll be like sending them thumbs up and shit.
He gonna watch this show and be like, oh, that's what that thumbs up means.
Why they don't get that? Like, if I'm not giving you no words back and I'm just giving you one emoji and you just keep going and keep going, it's like, dude, for real, you ain't gonna catch it. You gonna get mad.
Why don't you just tell them? Like,
that's wrong with that. Why not just tell them?
You know what? Because I be trying to.
I can already tell you ain't my type. So why even waste your time and go out on a date or any of that when I can already tell that I'm not gonna like you based on the content that you're posting? Like, and that's, I don't know if that's shallow or sad to say or whatever, but
That
it's
ain't shallow. That ain't sad.
Everybody, that's your preference. You get what I'm saying? But I wouldn't
Yeah.
put too much stock in what people post on Facebook because some people use Facebook.
Listen,
or
if every
social
story
media.
you make is a girl with a big booty and it's
Oh.
shaking and
Oh.
she's showing her print and stuff like that, I don't like stuff like that.
Very hypersexual, huh?
Don't post that.
Yep.
I mean, you can post it,
You
but
ain't getting
I'm
there.
not going to talk to you.
But
You're
then,
not
but
taking
then,
me
but
on a
then,
date. I'm
so-
not coming.
so instead of hitting him with the emoji, why not just tell him up front, yo, I'm not interested, so we can just stop.
Well, actually, I put an emoji because he sent me a selfie, and I was like, I didn't ask for this.
One of those selfies.
And secondly, like, did you think you was killing it in this picture? Like,
Hey. I really
But
hope
you,
you're not
but
watching.
listen,
'Cause he-
you lead the
he
mood. You
don't
lead
know
the mood
now.
by liking it, by giving
I'm
it
just
thumbs up.
trying to make. I didn't want to just leave him.
Yeah,
alone.
look.
I had to
Wait,
do
I got a
something.
question.
No, you could have
It's
just
just
said,
being,
look,
it's being
I'm not
nice.
interested.
It's being nice. It's being nice because you have to understand, y'all. It's Nagras out here killing females now, stalking. It's serious out here. So I'm gonna be as nice as I possibly can. You feel me? Because I don't need nobody come to knock on my window. None of that. Or he done found out where I stay because I made the wrong turn in front of him. Now he know my car. I don't need none of that in my life. Okay. So I'm gonna be as nice as possible. I'm gonna try to go ahead instead of throw you down. I'm gonna let you tumble.
I
Oh,
gotta
oh,
let you
oh.
down easy
You
because
feel?
I'm not
Right.
So I got a question, Big Wiz. So what emoji did you send him after his unflattering pic? A thumbs up?
That was
Thumbs
it.
up.
He let
Y'all
him
want to know
know.
what he said?
Yeah, but that's leading him on.
What did he
That's
say? What did he say?
he's good.
He said.
You should have put a mad
He was
emoji
like-
or something.
He was like, "Don't send me a thumbs up like I'm lame or something." What
You is. That's why I sent you the thumb. That's why I would have had to go like that. Because he opened the door with, you got to go ahead and go on in sometimes.
Like I'm lame or something. I'm different. And I ain't even open that one. I'm just, hey, I'm through with it.
Hey, if he got to tell you he different, same.
If you got to tell me you different, it's giving.
Same.
I'm sorry.
So we got a question in the comment. So Vaughn said, "What if the standard is to be shallow?"
I don't get it.
Well, I mean, you know, some people are shallow. I mean, let's be real. Some people just are shallow, just in general, with the things.
So he said they standards is shallow then?
Some people's are. I mean, just like the other topic that we have, but I think y'all said y'all didn't want to discuss the whole fake nails and all that stuff. But you know, there's some.
Oh, I told y'all we could get up in that baby. That ain't nothing.
Whatever now.
We can do that. But I mean,
Hey.
I get what's meant here in regards to. I mean, some things are shallow where if you won't accept certain things, you know, like, you know, some women might not like it was brought up about men wearing Beijing. Was it Beijing 59? What's the number? I don't participate, so I don't know.
No, what she said was she didn't like.
I just don't.
He left something
I don't like it
on the pillow
on my pillowcase. Like,
so are you
as a man who wears the Beijing 59?
Oh, that's
as a man who wears the Beijing 59. You know what I'm saying?
I just.
If
y'all gonna give us a hard time about what
he gotta get back up
you
under water.
You said that, but I'm just saying, period. So like, but that's
her. Is she?
Wait, you wake up, my wig laying next to you.
Your phone messed up, Gams.
Hold on, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Freezing up sometimes, a little bit.
How about now? Okay, so that's just my bad. So that's just like my wig being laying next to you. I mean, how you gonna feel?
But listen, I just told you that if you dealing with a brother and you wake up with his face on your pillow, he didn't wash it out. He did not wash it out.
But guess what? It could be the same way with a female. Her face could be on your pillow and you roll over and you got grimace. You didn't go home with grimace.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
For the Beijing community, it ain't supposed to leak out like that on your pillow. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna stay away from the Beijing.
The Beijing.
No, I'm gonna stay away. I'm just gonna stay away from the Beijing community because I just feel like no.
Hey,
no.
I mean, that's your preference. When we talk about preferences, that's your preference.
That's my standard. That's my standard.
All Beijing brothers ain't leaking on your pillow. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. I've been traumatized. I've been traumatized.
Beijing community do not anti-Beijing Kim.
Hey, it's PTSD over here.
That's the brother didn't wash it all the way out.
That's
PTSD.
And she woke up with his face on her pillow.
What kind of shit is that?
But men do it all the time when we wear our makeup and it's on their pillow. I mean,
right? Yeah.
But you ain't washing.
Let us live. We'll let y'all live.
Well, I mean, I ain't nothing wrong with the ladies with their. I just feel like just don't be excessive. I feel like makeup is supposed to accentuate your beauty. It's not supposed to be a mask. It's not supposed. It's not made to be a mask. You get what I'm saying? Do
it's
whatever.
Supposed to enhance.
Exactly. Right. You get what I'm saying?
It enhances some people.
But what I'm saying is, I should not be able to take my finger and put it right here and then just come
scrape it down.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, at the end of the day, do what makes you feel good. But I'm just saying that the intention, the Beijing, this is all my hair. You see, ain't nothing coming out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that ain't nothing wrong with. I
had a flashback.
Ain't nothing wrong with the weave. Ain't nothing wrong with the nails, the wigs. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like some women look good with it. You get what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with a little natural look. Ain't nothing wrong with a little lip gloss.
Yeah, natural don't work on everybody though. Everybody don't have good natural hair.
I'm just saying my preference is I like a natural woman. All I want my woman to have on is a little lip gloss and maybe a little makeup as possible.
I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right.
Now when it the weave, I don't mind the weave. I don't even mind the wigs. I don't want the extreme wing like eyelashes.
Baby hairs.
I don't want that. I don't want it.
No, he said the eyelashes. Eyelashes.
Eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? I just want something that's going to accentuate you. So if it's your weave, it's your wig, if it's your nails, all of that stuff is supposed to already accentuate what you already have. So let's not overdo it. You get what I'm saying? Accentuate. Okay. That's it. That's just my preference. Like Yam said, her preference is she don't like brothers with the Beijing. She like the natural. You get what I'm saying? But I get a lot of love for the Beijing. You know what I'm saying?
Pop your shit.
Okay.
All day. All day.
I'm sitting up here telling you, I'm finna have a traumatic moment. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Wow.
Ooh, y'all understand that pillowcase is white.
With no flashbacks.
Oh my God, the pillowcase is white, man. I just put my new white pillowcases on. I'm trying to be crew. You feel me? And you gonna baby.
He was trying to be cute for you. Dang.
I couldn't get that stain out my pillowcase. Do you understand me? I tried and I tried.
Did he at least pay for the pillowcase?
Do you think he got another call?
Oh, you
couldn't. Do you even think he? No, baby. If I had some scissors in front of me, he would have got cut right there and there.
Was a good man.
She said she would have cut him.
No, he wasn't no damn good man, girl. He had a whole girlfriend, girl. I was just, doing the thing. I was.
What you was doing? Well. That was that instant karma.
That's that narcissist.
Okay.
That's that narcissist.
Wow.
Girl, it was one of them, lonely nights. So don't act like don't nobody get there. You might call that one last text, Come through by 3:30.
Hey, we gonna invest in you a toy, my girl.
Man, I got plenty of them. I got a whole top drawer, baby. We don't even sit here and do that. But sometimes.
Listen, hey, we got to get back to the topic.
Is it actually a sock drawer if it's full of toys?
We got to get back to
the topic. No, baby, that's not a sock drawer. That's not a sock drawer, Hunty. The sock drawer's on the other side of the room. Okay?
We got to get back to the topic, y'all.
Does anybody else even have anything on that topic, I guess?
No. What else we got?
Let's see. Ron, this was yours. So I tried to word it how you said it earlier. So you heard that men fall underneath two categories: need to be wanted or want to be needed. And you asked, is that true? Is it true that more men want to be needed? And if so, why do men make women feel bad for needing them? Is that how you wanted to answer that? I know you had posted in there earlier.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Who Sincere? You won't never go first. Go ahead, bro.
That's not true. I have gone first.
Well, go first now.
Well, I think that the category, whoever posted that, I don't think those are the two categories. I think that maybe the need to be wanted and the want to be desired is what I would change that to, for the simple fact that all men want to be desired at the end of the day. And a lot of times in many relationships, that's one thing I feel like that's lacking from the woman's side, is making their man feel desired. You can feel needed all day because she might want this or want that, or, pay for this, pay for that, X, Y, and Z. But the fact of feeling desired is different, because I would rather feel desired than needed necessarily. Just me in general. I can meet your needs, but I want to make sure that you actually desire me and not just desire and not just want what I can do for you. So, and that's what a lot of, that's what's going on with a lot of different things. I know we had a topic that was brought up about, women going after people in relationships and so on and so forth and yada, yada, yada. And a lot of those, there's a lot of women out here that are seeking married men or men in relationships for financial gain and what they can get from that man. And that's great that man might feel desire, he might feel desired by that woman, but of course her ultimate goal is to get something out of him. But for me, I feel like I fall in that category of, I want to be desired by somebody. I want you to be able to do things that lets me know that you want me, not just what I can financially do for you or whatever, that you want me. What can I do for you? Me specifically is the category that I fall in. Now, the second part of the question, why do men make women feel bad for needing them? I can't really answer that. I guess it depends on the type of need, because there's some needs that are, in my opinion, aren't needs, that are just wants from a woman. When they're asking a man something, asking for something specifically, it may not be an actual need, because I think a lot of people forget the difference between a need and a want. And a lot of things that folks are wanting, they're trying to disguise as needs, but it's not really a need. It's just something that you want. So I don't know really how to answer that part necessarily, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, that didn't help.
I think for you couldn't really answer the second part, because like you said, you don't really want to be needy. You want to be desired. So yeah. You kind of answered that. You know what I'm saying? So
gotcha.
Big B.
Sincere said it best. Being desired it's a different level of intimacy in a relationship with your woman. So, being desired is minding your business and your woman coming up behind you, rubbing on your shoulders, or just, sitting down just to be with you. Because again, that type of affection goes a long way in a relationship. Honestly, and that's really it. Sincere, he hit the nail on the head with that one. But real quick, Sincere, you said something about women wanting, married men for financial gain. I've met a lot of women who want married men just to get what they want, and so he can go back to his old lady too.
Yep.
And get them on. That's it. But that's all I have.
Deacon Rock Solid. I'm gonna keep it short. You know what
Jesus, I just like, no, man.
I'm saying? No. To answer the question, I feel like men want to feel appreciated. You get what I'm saying? I feel like in a relationship, we just want to feel appreciated. We want to feel desired. We want to feel love. We want to feel all of those things that a man should be able, after going out and battling the world and coming home to his woman, he should be able to feel that comfort and that connection with his woman. So we don't have a problem with doing what we're supposed to do. At least real qualified men, we're going to do that. That's a given. We do what we're supposed to do. You don't have to tell us. You ain't got to say it. We just going to get up and do it. Good men are natural fixers. You tell me the problem, I'm going to give you a solution. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we just want to feel appreciated. And we want to feel validated in the things that we are doing. It ain't just, oh, well, I seen something online where it said, oh, well, my man, he came home and he washed the dishes. Oh, he gonna get it tonight. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be using your body as a bargaining chip. Oh, well, shoot, I'm gonna reward him with this because he did this or he did that. That's a given. I'm gonna get that regardless. That's the understanding.
Maybe she mean he was gonna get it, like she was gonna put it on him extra good. She wasn't necessarily bargaining.
That should be every time.
Like,
that should be every time.
He better get it tonight. Like, I'm about to put it on him.
That should be
not necessarily bargaining, but when people do nice things for you, it makes you want to, go a little crazy, a little extra crazy in the bedroom.
Girl, bye. Let me tell you something. I don't reward a fish for swimming. I'm doing dishes. He doing dishes too. What we doing?
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
We doing? Well, that's a good one.
What are you talking about?
Good one. Maybe not dishes, but my man was really working hard today, or he was really.
Oh, girl, he wouldn't change that tire. But guess what? I know how to change the tire too. So what we rewarded?
Oh, well,
that's just
it's her. That's how she prefers it. But I'm going to turn up for him if I feel like he made me feel good today. Whatever he did that made me feel good, I'm like, ooh, I'm okay. My baby
that should be a given. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not it should be a given thing every day. Your man should be making you feel good every day. You should be making your man feel good every day.
Every day.
But y'all know there might be that one time.
It's gonna be them off 2 days where he gonna piss me off. Let's not do that. Because today I didn't like how your tire was leaning to the left. And at 3:33 p.m. you stepped on my shoe. So guess what? We having an off day. What you talking about?
I'm talking about y'all talking about, just to go back to what I said as far as feeling needed though. We talking about a man feeling needed. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be, oh, well, shoot, I'm going to do this because you did this. No, we should already be given that. The perfect example is on Valentine's Day, right? They say Valentine's Day is for women and Sweetest Day is for men. At the end of the day, you can't keep wrapping the same gift and thinking like that's all you got to do. Man wants to feel appreciated. He wants to feel like, dang, she put in some thought to actually do something nice for me. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
You wrapping the same gift and regifting. So if that's the case, let me buy you a card and just white out the name and just put 2023 on there, and I'm gonna give you the same card and keep regifting it. You would find offensive to that. Why you didn't put in no effort? Ladies, y'all gotta put in effort too.
Okay, too.
That's all I'm saying.
I be oh my God, Jesus.
Come on.
Okay, so let me just put a scenario out there, okay? Because I was talking to this guy, okay, and he really came out to say that he not want to talk to me anymore because I don't need him.
Oh no! Stop. Red flag.
So hey, hell yeah. So I was like, oh, I don't need you. You have a great day. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what you mean I don't need you?
Can you add a little more context?
There's a lot of men.
Was it a conversation? Was it a conversation?
That was the conversation.
Oh, okay. So off top, he just looked at you and was like, you know what? You don't need me. I don't think this will work.
Correct.
So
what are you doing? That's it.
So when he said you don't need him, so what was he needing I'm trying to think how I want to ask this. What was he?
What made him say that to you?
Yeah, like
because of the females that he was used to didn't work, didn't go nowhere, didn't needed him to pay this bill, that bill. But when he came along to me, I don't need that from you. I just need your time and your effort.
I actually had a woman that did the same thing to me. She was used to men who knew how to use their credit cards, how to do this, that, and the third. And when she met me, she said, "You are put together. Shouldn't I be? This is basic living." So, but whatever. No, I understand what you're saying, Sugar.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like, where do you go from that? Because you do have men out here that are used to females that need them for everything. And then you get to me and I'm like, nope, already there. Ha, got it. Been had it. Ha, where you at? You feel me? So then it's just kind of like, hey, I can't work with you. I gotta go somewhere else where I'm used to these bumps. Basically, that's what I call them. So I kind of get where Rhonda coming from, because it's like, what do you do in that sense?
You know what? Like I said, that dude wasn't for you. At the end of the day, if you saying that you already got it, what a good man brings to the table is those things that you don't have. He compliments what you already have. He compliments what you already have, and vice versa. You get what I'm saying? So if a man is coming to your life and saying, "Oh, well, you don't need me," let him go on and you get
right. I get that part, but it's just but you have to understand, like, they kind of just blew me. Like, I'm like she said in the question, like, okay, wait a minute, I don't need you, but then if I did, hold on, when I did ask you for something, it was a problem. So you only got one time with me. I ask you for some, and it become a problem. I'll never ask you for anything else again in life.
Well, see, it seems like that type of dude, he looking for some type of control. You get what I'm saying? He wants you to need him. And when you ask for whatever it is that you may need, he wants to be able to dictate and control how you get it, if you get it, or if you deserve it. That's what I said. That's the red flag. That's the red flag.
You good.
And he's possibly going to throw it in your face later.
Right.
Yeah.
If a man does something for you, he ain't looking for nothing in return. Especially if y'all together and y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all really trying to have something for real. Look, you got me, I got you, and that's just what it is.
That's a good man. Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. Anybody else?
Where's the energy at, people? Come on.
Come on with another topic with some energy.
What are we doing?
Are you sleep, Pastor?
You don't want putting out these serious topics and stuff. Got me feeling like I'm old and everything. Come on.
Migos up, man. Next show, I'm gonna have my Drake on deck, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna have that XO on deck. That XO on deck, man.
I'm trying to think. I'm scrolling through all the ones y'all done threw out to me.
What about the picture I sent when it was like, would you rather have a man who's not emotional but got the money, or a man who's romantic but doesn't make very good money?
I like
Did you see that when I sent that?
I'm sure I did. Let me see. Well, you just asked it. But hold on, before we get to that, I'm gonna bring up this comment real quick here, since it's talking about what we was talking about. Tehran said, "Good couples are meant to complement each other, and when I say that, they are meant to lift each other up at all times, good and bad, not creating a dependency or we're codependency to feel like a relationship." So, all right, so we can go ahead and hit your topic. So repeat it one more time for the folks that may not have heard it.
I got it off of Facebook this week, but it said, would you rather have a man who is making good money but not affectionate? Or would you rather have a man who's affectionate and romantic but doesn't make very good money?
What's very good money?
There you go with all the technical questions.
Well, no, I asked that because, I mean, you know, somebody, clearly it's not for us to answer anyway, but I'm just curious, what's not good money? You know,
well, I guess the answer will be subjective to whatever they feel is good money or not. But Okay, so
He's asking you, what is good money?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
you
good
asking
money?
me personally?
Yeah, what's good money?
What I make or better?
What is that?
I'm not saying.
Don't give an
Come on
estimate.
now.
Estimate.
You shouldn't even say it like that.
Yeah, you should have just threw an amount out there.
Exactly.
Let me rephrase that. Enough to sustain his bills and feel comfortable, to still feed himself. Just enough to survive and live a comfortable life.
So if he can do that off of $40,000 a year, you satisfied with that?
$40,000 a year?
Exactly. Yes, because people can do that.
It's possible.
He's probably not comfortable in today's climate with $40,000 a year.
He could be.
Why is it so hard to put a number that you want on there? I'm asking personally.
Because it's not really a number. He just has to be doing okay enough to feel comfortable in life.
So it's 40,000. It's 40,000 enough.
No, 40,000 is not enough. 40,000 is not enough. Okay.
But you just said okay.
75.
75 is okay.
She needs 6.
No. Because I'm a statistics guy, right?
Exactly.
I'm a
That
statistics
matter.
What you got for me?
What you rolling your eyes for now, big dude? Come on now. Come on,
I'm
just saying the statistics of a man that's making over 100,000 is I forget the statistic, but it's a low number. So I'm just saying, what is
I'll Google while you talk.
What'd you say? 7? Yeah, I know.
Actually, 4 to 7%. I think it was.
Yeah,
that's the average.
It's a low number.
That's it.
Women outnumber. I mean, not outnumber. Women
are making more.
Out earn. That's what I was looking for. Thanks, Big B. But yeah, they are outnumbered. Y'all know what I'm trying to
say. I just checked on ZipRecruiter, and it says that the average male this year is making $37,301.
This is why I'm single.
That's the average male.
That's so sad for us.
It is. What we supposed to do?
It goes back to that first question earlier today.
Right.
Who's the catch?
Oh.
Man, it's up there that's getting it.
I might change my mind now.
No, you ain't. We'll talk later.
I love it.
Oh my God.
But no.
But let me answer. I think I would prefer a man who is more emotional and romantic than somebody who's rich and unromantic. But if he's making 40,000, I don't know. I'm on the fence here because if you only make 37,000, I don't know. That's
so you reduced a man down to his earning.
I'm
potential.
not even reducing him.
Here we go. Lord, somebody get
that was not.
I'm just asking a question, Yams. Let me get my.
Don't tell me I'm reducing him.
Please get Deacon Willie Earl.
You gotta have standards. Dang, do you want me to have standards or not? I don't want nobody.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just asking because you just said you would choose the emotional guy, but then when they ask you,
that's why I say I'm right in the middle because I don't really know how to answer that because he gotta have more than $37,000 a year, but I don't know. I'm not doing it at the expense of being emotionally, loved right. I'm not doing it. So I don't know. Maybe I just gotta be single too. I don't know.
I got a comment on here.
Change as you get older.
I'm gonna go to this comment. So Ramona said if you making 60,000, he's making 40,000, that should be good. 100,000 is great between the two. We must learn how to put our incomes together to be sustainable. We are so hung up on mines and yours. All right now.
Right.
I like the comment.
I don't know because we gotta get there.
Come on,
first.
no, we gotta.
We gotta.
Now
get
you
there
ain't gonna
first.
tell me with no Kroger's bag and I'm carrying a tote.
Why you can't have a Kroger's bag?
So
no, baby, no. Your Kroger's bags is ripping.
They
ripping.
They got them really good bags now. Them real big.
You got me messed up. Let me tell you something. One thing I gotta set up here in life. It's okay to go ahead and put them two incomes together. But at the end of the day, I want you to leave with that Kroger's bag. Don't think your hand gonna be going in my toe when it's time for you to go. Point blank period. People get that misconstrued too. So this is why it be so much of, oh, that's mine, or that's yours. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, well, if I be like, that's ours, some people at the end be like, well, remember last week when I put in, and they be like, no, I'm giving you back what you put in, and that's gonna be it. I don't care if you put an extra 10 bands in, I'm giving you back what you came with, and that's gonna be it. Point blank period. You're not
I gotta
gonna
ask, man,
one
what is
grocery
what
Hey,
type
Yams,
of dudes
what's your number, Yams?
my number. Oh, I had already said 6 figures or better. I need you making more money than me. Do you understand me? I need you making double than me. This is
Ron,
why I'm right here.
Ron
He
Stanford, you got a
said
number?
double than me. Ooh,
Double than me, baby.
her standards is like
It's gotta
Where
be up
you at?
here because they've been down here. They've been down here when I've been fucked.
What's your cutoff, Ron?
Yeah, hey, we appreciate
What's
the
your minimum?
transparency.
What's your minimum?
I don't look at honestly. I'm not a woman who look at figures like that. I'm
Come on,
definitely.
bro. Everybody wants.
Let
I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Like
let her get hers off.
I'm being real. Like I'm not the kind of person who I'm not a money materialistic kind of person. I'm more
you
of
don't
a
have to be, girl.
It's called security. Because I'm telling you, when I
I
die,
get that, but I'm saying that you can be. To me, my personal opinion is that you can be as secure as you would like to be financially, and you can be miserable as hell. I'm not that person. I'm not the person who want to be rich. I don't want the big mansion on here. I don't want that. I'm the type of person that I want to be comfortable in life. That's just who I am. I want to be comfortable. I want to be with a person who is comfortable,
right?
where we can do whatever it is that we want to do, go on a trip or whatever, and we not robbing Peter to pay Paul. So I can't say a dollar amount. That ain't my thing, honestly. Anybody who know me know that's not my thing. So I'm going after the guy who making sure that we able to live comfortably, but he's a nice romantic person. That's who I'm going after. I'm not going after the rich guy.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna hit these two comments real quick. So Ramona said, I make good money and I carry a tote in the Kroger's bag.
Hey, first of all, I never say that I didn't carry a tote, or I ain't sit up here and carry my own. That's what I'm saying. You can't come on here with look here, because there's some dudes coming with Kroger's bags, and I'm talking about not the paper, the thin plastic. Okay.
With their clothes in it.
Oh my God, what they socks and 2 pair of drawers? That's all they came with.
So
Okay.
We gotta ask our queens, Big B, Sincere. What are y'all dealing with?
Yeah, exactly.
What are y'all dealing with? Damn. What are we doing?
I still want to hear Whitney's number.
Goodwill, man.
I need to hear Whitney's number. I got a hard stop at right now, and I gotta go. But I just want to hear Whitney's number before I leave. Like, what's that number?
You want to hear what?
What's your number?
Because you got a number. For some reason, you just don't want to say it.
I honestly do not have a number.
Okay.
He just has to make more than 30,000 and 40,000 and 50,000.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Well, you said
hold on,
more than 30,000.
Whitney, you might be in there, baby.
51,000 going two.
So he can make more than 50,000.
Okay, let me say
what I heard,
50,000
right?
or better. How about that?
Okay.
That's all right. Got it. Hey,
That's,
yo, sorry to get off of here early. I got a hard stop. Y'all be cool. Take care. Holler at y'all next week, maybe.
have a good night.
Peace.
All right, so I'm gonna hit this comment real quick, and we'll probably get ready to shut it down here shortly. Nari said if he has credit, or if he has his credit correct, emotionally available, mentally stable, making 50 with the 3 basics. Let me screen him. I mean, he has to have his teeth. Wow,
That's a good one.
Okay. So that's where y'all at, huh?
But no, I want to go back to Yam said that their number is based on security, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I just got it. What's the name? But
Yeah.
the security, you won't benefit from the security if you're not married to him.
True that.
I never said that I wouldn't be married to him. First of all, if I ever decide to get married again, hold up, ooh, if I ever decide to get married again, it would have to be with somebody this time around. I need to be financially secured, okay? Because in the last one, I went with potential.
Mm.
So in this one, we got to sit up here and we got to make some different changes and stuff going around for my standards and for what I've been through and for what I'm not going through again and where we got to sit up here and be at. Now, the whole question that Big Wit asked for me and my mental at this stage in my journey, it was, do I want the dude with the good D and Poe or the financial dude with the bad D?
Well, I don't think she mentioned the D.
That's what I took it. You not gonna tell me.
She interpreted it that way.
Or not.
That's how I took it.
I didn't
Because
say
I was gonna say,
Z.
well, I was gonna say both because you can sit up. Y'all not married, right? Y'all not married, so you can sit up here and reap the benefits of being financial, but you is gonna have to have the one on the side with the good, because that's ridiculous. You feel me? Because hold on, it's like women that don't have. That's natural. Let me say that. That's natural. You either have big breasts, no butt, big butt, no breasts. So you either have a good financial man with bad D, or you got a poor man with good D. You feel me? Get both. Be greedy in
If only we
2023.
could
That's
build
all
a
I'm saying.
Wow.
Y'all
Girl, if we
crazy.
could be, I would have built 3 of them. I would have been 3 of them. Okay, I would have been back to the factory. They said you done been here. I know
Everything.
3
One
times.
for every
Okay.
day.
Crazy.
So then put one in the closet. You know what I'm saying? When I don't need them, go right in the closet.
One in the closet, just as a backup, right?
Wow.
Hey, yeah, because this
Hey,
is a dangerous dating
get,
game.
let's get one more topic before we get out of here. Let's get one more.
You said one more.
Yeah.
Make it jazzy, make it saucy. Something.
Saucy.
See, I feel like I dang near need y'all to choose ones if y'all want to.
Oh,
Click through. Click through them.
Yeah, click through. I don't remember.
because I be sending them topics on Instagram and stuff like that. Because yeah,
Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me. Cause I feel like let me see. I'll do the one that I posted earlier, even though we lost Big B. But let me share my screen real quick.
You know, we ain't trying to see nothing. We ain't got no business seeing, man.
You ain't gonna see nothing you ain't supposed to see. Ain't nothing on my computer, man.
He ain't got nothing in that phone.
okay.
My phone,
He a good man.
Where she at? Where cuz at? She ain't in the comments today.
He a good.
Yeah, I hear a lot of bumbling, rumbling in the house. So there's a whole lot going on upstairs. I don't know what's what. Y'all can see that, right?
Many pray.
Oh yeah.
So this was the topic earlier. So many pray, Father, send me a husband or a wife, but few pray, Father, prepare me to be a husband or a wife. And then, of course, my question. This was 6 years ago that this came up. So, you know, why do y'all think that is? And is this the reason why many marriages don't survive?
For sure, because you're not ready for it. You asking for something, but you haven't prepared for it. You don't know what to do with it when you get it, so you're gonna lose it. You're gonna fumble it. That's gonna be the one that got away because you wasn't ready for it. You was just asking for stuff. Be careful what you ask for. Make sure you pray that you're ready to handle it. So
I'm gonna add this on to it as well. And I don't recall if we talked about this. So in your own experiences, do y'all feel like y'all have been taught to be a husband or wife? And for those that have children, do you plan to, or depending on how old your children are, have you been teaching them how to be a husband or a wife?
Nope.
Which one of y'all said that?
I said it. You know, y'all know how transparent. I said we on a journey together. I feel like we family now. So we on this journey together. So wherever I fuck up, it's y'all fault. You feel me? So
No to what? No to it all.
All right, so okay, so hold on. I did not know how to be a wife. I wanted it so badly. When I got it, I didn't fumble it. It was a learning process for me because it's like, bitch, you ain't that strong. You know, some things and just be like, yeah, I can't do this. When I start doing this, you feel me? Type stuff like, and then as far as my daughters go, no, because they're on this journey with me because my kids are older. My daughter's about to be 20, my other one about to be 18. So my daughters are older. So I'm trying to teach them like, hey, your mama was young when she started this. Okay. So I had a lot of mess ups going on and I had a lot of trauma within myself. So as far as them going on the journey with me and trying to prepare them, I'm trying to prepare them as to be little women first. Okay. And then I'm like, okay, we're gonna go through this women stage first, and then let's go ahead and see what you want to do and where you want to be. Because I have a daughter that shouts she's gay every other day. Then I have another one that shouts she's bi today, tomorrow, whatever. It's what today? Thursday, Wednesday, whatever. Okay. So we going through all of that too. You feel me? So no, I'm not preparing them right now to be wives because at this stage in their life, it's not where they are. But do I now know what it takes to be a wife? Yes. And it's okay to not accept some things and to know to myself that it's okay to not sit up here and be subjected to some things that's unnecessary or that should not be going on in a marriage, period. So I don't know. We working on it though. Like I said, I don't think I ever want to be married again. It's some crazy, crazy stuff, and it's some things that I don't feel like I'm still strong enough to stay and be like we gonna work it through and do all that. Cause I'm telling you, these 27 people that I just found inside of me, you know what I'm saying? We got to sit up here and we got to satisfy everybody, and it's hard. You feel me? It's real hard out here in these streets. But no, I'm not preparing them to be. Not yet. They too young.
Okay.
Well, I will say that I signed up for therapy this week. So I will be going to therapy for the first time.
Congratulations.
Hey now. It helps.
So that I can work through some of those past traumas that I don't think affect me, but actually do, and that way I can effectively communicate with my daughters. Just, I don't know, just talk to them in a way that will not seem like I'm so bashing something into their heads, but just more so leading by example. That's really what I want to do when it comes to my daughters. I don't know how to be a wife, but I think I'm on the right path, So therapy will help me work through all that. And
Correct.
And
because I think if I would have did therapy first, then I would have known, like, yeah, let's hold up, let's stop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work out. I can, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna go there like that. And then, like with me having the traumas and stuff like that, like Big Wit said, you want to approach your daughters a certain way. And with me, I approached them how I talk to y'all. Hey, hell, they you know what I'm saying now. But you understand when they was little girls, I still didn't talk to them like they was little girls because my mother didn't talk to me that way. You see what I'm saying? She didn't talk to us like we was little kids. She still don't tell us she love us. So I have to sit up here and work through that too. You see what I'm saying? And I have girls out here that they were the ones that told me I was a narcissist. They're the ones tell me that I'm toxic. They are my biggest, you know what I'm saying? They are my biggest people that sit up here and tell me, Mama, you are messed up. You feel me? So I get it.
Coming from your kids, huh?
It hit real different because they sit up here. My daughter told me the other day, Mama, you toxic. And I looked at her like,
called me toxic before too. But at the same time, I was 14, so of course I'm toxic.
But they're looking. But no, it's not even that. You have to look at it like they're on the outside looking in. Yeah. And they've been looking from day one. So if they sit up here and point out something to you, and it could be coming out the blue, y'all could be sitting down eating pie together. It's Mama, you toxic. It'd be like, dang, am I? And then some things I look at, I'd be like, yeah, that was. Oh yeah, man, that was. You feel me? So it's a journey, especially with little girls, because they gonna tell you, baby, what you is, what you ain't, and what you ain't gonna be. Okay? Because every day I say I'm a singer. Tell me I'm a singer, ain't our journey. See, so I'm saying no hope, none.
Wow.
You can sing me
Wow.
Ma, can I go on the pop? See, I mean, they don't care. So yeah, but it hurts. It's different. No, you gotta prepare yourself for a marriage. You gotta prepare yourself for all that stuff. Like it's crazy. Like I felt like a failure after I got divorced, if that makes sense. And it wasn't even my fault that the marriage had failed. It was just a fact of it's something else in my life again where it's like, dang, I didn't keep that or I didn't stay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like to end a marriage, whether it was good or bad, it still felt like a failure.
Okay.
But do you
that's
feel like it was a failure? Because you said that if you wish that you would have went through therapy first, I don't think it's a failure. I feel like it was a learning experience because you didn't have the tools to
It
be.
was, well, no, it was a very, very much good, learning experience. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, I had always told myself like my first marriage was going to be my only marriage. It wasn't going to get divorced. It was going to be whoop whoop. I had already this instilled in me since middle school. You know what I'm saying? So my half of my life I'm going through, and I'm this is what I'm saying in my head. So then when I get to it, and it's like, dang, something else that I gotta sit up here and realize that it didn't go through or something. It was another failure for me because I've had many failures or people fail me before. That's what I learned in therapy. So I've had many people fail me. So to me, in my brain, in my conscience, it was a failure.
Okay.
So I had to, learn to sit up here and take that subconsciously and be like, no, it wasn't even your fault that the marriage failed. You wasn't cheating. You wasn't out here doing this. You wasn't out here doing that. You was at home. So how was it a failure? That's what the therapist, said to me. I don't like people talking to
That's
me
what they
like
gonna
that, but
say.
that's what they say. Oh yeah, baby. They gonna ask you. They gonna ask you in-depth questions, and you gonna be like, "Well, damn." You know, when did that show up? It's crazy stuff, but you have to work through it. And some stuff I'm still working through. That's why I said I don't know if I ever be married again because I don't want it to end. And then besides, like I said, I gotta find me a man that's gonna find me a diamond princess cut 10-carat canary yellow diamond ring. Where they at?
That was very
Where they
specific, Sharonda.
at? Exactly.
I mean, I show
That
our
Exactly.
was
DMs.
Exactly. So where they at? I'll wait.
Ron, go ahead.
I agree
Hey,
with
put the picture back up, bro.
You said
I
put
agree with the picture. I think that well, I can speak for myself. I had never seen, I was married before very briefly. It was crazy. But I think that we went to marriage counseling when I got married the first time briefly. But one thing that the pastor said that always stuck with me is that so many people prepare for the wedding and not the marriage. And that always stuck with me because I genuinely believe that we spend so much time, oh, we don't, just putting the wedding together, that we don't put that same amount of time and effort in when we, with our mate. And so I agree. And I had never seen a lot of healthy marriages. There was not a lot of women in my family weren't even married. So I didn't know what it meant. I'm with Sugar. Like it wasn't per se my fault that the relationship ended per se, but like the ultimate thing wasn't my issue. But still, like I think that if there was some things that I would have worked through, I probably would have never even been in the marriage to begin with, to be honest. So I think that is a lot of the problem is that we don't fix ourselves in the things that we have going on before we get involved in whether it's a marriage or just a relationship. I think there's a lot of stuff that we have to fix within ourselves to prepare for these relationships, whether they're relationships or marriages. And I'm also with Sugar on that as far as that goes. Like I don't teach my daughter necessarily how to be a wife because that was never necessarily taught to me. But one thing that I do focus on with my daughter, I have a 25-year-old, and one thing that I focus on with is just one thing that was never taught to me is just knowing yourself. And so I focus more with her on that, her understanding herself, her understanding her own mind, getting that own healing and stuff for herself. So that's kind of more where my focus has been with my own daughter is just figure out who you are, figure out which, so I don't prepare her for marriage per se, but I think that once you fix yourself and do that work within yourself, you're preparing for the marriage that way.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump in there. I feel like all of y'all ladies was definitely on point with what y'all said. As far as what is that? Do y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, preparing for the marriage. I mean, the wedding instead of the marriage. But then all of y'all hit on therapy and getting yourself together and learning yourself. I feel like if people put in that work, a lot of the people that you getting married to or you choosing to be with, they wouldn't even get the time of day because you would know how to identify the real from the fake. And I feel like it all comes back to self. You get what I'm saying? And being able to identify those things, the good and the bad. And typically what happens, you have two broken people who get together and they try to make a relationship work that was doomed from the start. And then when one tries to leave, the other person, because they're used to dysfunction, oh, well, no matter what, we gonna stick this out and we gonna stay and we gonna make it work. When in reality, y'all should have been let it go. It's like trying to put a puzzle piece into a slot that
just don't fit.
That just don't fit. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that the two people aren't good people. They just not good for each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So we gotta get back to those real conversations and healing ourselves and being able to identify like, damn, I do got a messed up attitude. My outlook is messed up. You get what I'm saying? Working on ourselves. So then in turn, when we go out to choose our mates, we're choosing the right ones.
Right.
And y'all building an actual friendship. Y'all having a connection, not built on what society says is right. Y'all got a connection built on God, spirituality, emotional connection, physical connections, you know, all of the stuff that's necessary to have a successful relationship. But it all starts with you. If you don't go and put in that work, like Yams, Ron, and Wit said, and sit down and deal with your own mess, you're gonna bleed on people who didn't cut you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bleed on people who didn't cut you. It's not my fault. And the type of man that I am, I could never deal with a woman who's unhealed. Period. I've been there, done that. At the end of the day, it's not my fault that you got these trauma issues, these triggers, this unresolved daddy issues. You need to get that. You need to get that fixed before you can come and deal with me, because I'm not here to love you through all of that. You get,
my God, we're like the same person.
I'm just being honest. I'm not here to love you through that.
I had an ex who was so emotional talking about all his daddy issues and stuff, and I was just, at first it was like, oh, okay, you know, I was real sympathetic, but after hearing it so many times, I'm like, shut up. Like,
right.
It was telling me I was mean and insensitive. I'm like, it's not that I'm mean and insensitive, but what are you gonna do about it? Like, why are we keep on talking about it? And you so woe is me all the time. Like, I'm the woman, and I'm not even woe is me and as much as you. Like, that irritates me.
Because he wants you to carry some luggage that he hasn't unpacked.
And I'm not.
That's not your fault, and vice versa. I'm not finna deal with your checking my phone. I'm not finna deal with you where you at, what you doing, when I ain't did nothing to you for you not to trust me.
Right.
You know, you bringing that on over here, stuff that you done went through, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Fix that, or I'm gonna step off and let somebody else deal with it. Like they say, let somebody else do it. I ain't doing it. Period.
Let somebody else to do it.
I'm not gonna deal with it, because at the end of the day, you gotta start being real with each other, men and women. At the end of the day, men fumble good women and women fumble good men. Either you gonna step up or you gonna step off.
Period.
And you got to swallow your pride and your ego to say, you know what, as a man, I don't serve this woman I know that I'm not where she wants me to be. So I have to be real with myself and say, you know what? I respect you enough to step off and allow somebody else to do what I can't do because I'm not there.
Because you're in the way.
Exactly. So typically women are
Knowing your worth.
Women be loyal, men be loyal to a situation that you should have been out of. You get what I'm saying? It should be easy. It should be easy to love somebody. It should be easy to appreciate somebody. It should be easy to show somebody you appreciate them. We shouldn't have to keep having the same conversation over and over again. That tells me that you got unresolved issues that I'm not finna deal with. So you can't get mad when my preference is I don't want to deal with the toxic. I don't want to deal with the narcissism, the dismissive behavior, because at the end of the day, if I tell you once, I'm not repeating myself again.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit these comments real quick, then I'll say my short piece, and then we're gonna get up out here because I'm hungry.
Or I'm not gonna
gotta
keep
get
Okay.
these kids.
Okay. So Ramona said, I posted a while ago that I don't know how to love a man, and I had to seriously think about that. I was never taught. This is a huge issue with women and
It
men.
is.
She also came back and said, congrats, Queen. That's for you, Big Wit.
Thank you, girl.
Tehran, what's up, Cuzzo? He said it is okay not to want to make the same mistakes. One of the biggest things, though, is to allow yourself room to grow, is what I've seen you doing, and especially paying attention to who's Blue. He said Blue getting out of the way. Maybe you maybe attention to you getting out of the way of something
you see coming. Yeah.
And then he also said facts. So I'm gonna end with this. So I don't feel like I was taught to be a husband necessarily, but I was taught to be a good person.
Right.
And there were a lot of failed marriages growing up that I've seen, witnessed. But like, you know, I have some really good friends. We actually had a conversation today about parenting and stuff, and how we were parented, and if there were things that we changed from how we were parented. And I look at that the same way with relationships. You know, what you saw in different relationships, what worked, what didn't work. And it takes a person to actually look at what worked for somebody, see if that works for you. I think another big thing that I've also done throughout my life when it came to relationships, I always tell people, if you've been in a relationship and you learn nothing about yourself, you wasted your time. Because a lot of people go through relationships and breakups, and the only thing that they take from that relationship was this person was this and that person was that, but they never say anything that they actually learned from that actual relationship. Every relationship, you should learn something, whether good or bad. There should be something that you should have taken from that relationship, or you basically wasted your time and you paid no attention. And for me, I mean, my kids are still pretty young. I mean, my oldest will be 10, my daughter's only 5. So as they get older, I would just teach them to be, you know, good people, to be in relationships, period, in general. That's going to be my focus. Making sure my son knows how to cook, because there's still women out here that don't know how to cook. But I would make sure he knows how to cook and that he wants to cook. Opening doors and for cars and different things like that. That honestly was not something that my dad taught to me. It was something that
Unc was just
Unc was chill mode.
Right, he was chilling, bro.
You know, but there were times, you know, I have opened up doors to cars. I'm gonna be real. It's not something that I normally do. I do hold doors to buildings. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do things that I normally do, because I don't want to act like I'm, you know, I don't want to pretend to do things and make that woman think that this is normal and then, you know, change it up. So I'm going to do what I normally do, you know, and I'm going to be me. I'm going to give you me, and I would want that same thing in return from that individual. But I think, like that was said before, I mean, counseling, it's hard to really teach somebody how to be a husband and how to be a wife, to be real. I mean, because you just don't know what you're going to go through. Marriage is tough. I kind of, and it's just my opinion, for those that say that if you've been with somebody pre-marriage and then you get married, that there's no change. I feel like there should be a change. There should be a change in mindset, definitely, whether you live with that person or not beforehand, because before you got married, you probably had that thought that this could end. But when you get married, it should be, I'm getting married and my goal is to do everything in my power to make it work. And if you don't have that goal, then there should be a change in mindset. Look at that. Whether you live with that person. Listen, is that you, Carl?
Oh, my bad.
My bad. I done called you your government name.
We already know it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's just my thing, my thoughts on that. I mean, I feel like it's hard to really be taught how to be a wife and a husband per se. But there's basic things that you need to just learn how to be a good, decent individual. And at the end of the day, if you're able to become that, and like what was said before, get rid of your baggage. Don't bring your baggage to a new relationship and expect somebody to fix you, because that's another thing that society says, find somebody that's going to complete you. You should already come in that relationship complete. Don't think somebody else going to come in, or think that baby coming in is going to help your relationship. Fix yourself before you try to bring anything else into that relationship. That's why a lot of relationships fail, because some people go in with expectations thinking this person's going to do this, this, and this to make me better. And then that doesn't happen. And now you wonder why y'all not working out. So
I'm saying I'm going to make you better, but you should already come to me with a clean slate. I'm not into fixing you, repairing you. I'm not into doing that.
We don't want projects.
Exactly.
Exactly. With all your parts.
Right.
All your parts.
But yeah, we ain't teaching, but we wasn't raised up. We a lot of us wasn't taught, but it's a lot of things that you can seek out to become the best version of yourself. And it starts with self.
Oh, and one other thing to throw in there. I always look at, because I say this to people all the time when I talk to folks, I look at part-time jobs or a job that was not your original job to help build you for your career. The same way I look at relationships. Every relationship that you've gotten into should help you to help better yourself, to be prepared, to be prepared for marriage, if that's your end goal. So again, that's why I say the same thing about, if you're not learning anything from your previous relationships, you're wasting your time. So yeah, but with that,
all right,
we're gonna get up off here in this show
all right now.
Until next week, appreciate y'all rocking with us, all the comments, all the love.
And we definitely gonna turn it up next week. We need that. Everybody gonna be on that yams energy and big win energy.
Man.
We turning up.
All right, for sure. We gonna holler. Peace out.
Have a good one.
Bye.